back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and today we are reviewing the new Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. I still have mine, and I just picked mine up from Sephora. This is what the packaging looks like in store to swatch this. A lot of you guys know that I'm not a huge fan of Nars products, especially not their foundation. I always felt like I could never find a perfect shade in Nars complexion products. Now, I could find shades that work, but I can't find a perfect shade. Recently, I tried, I think it's the Sheer Luminous Foundation. I did that over 12 days of foundation on my channel, and I had the shade Macao. I felt like Macao was too golden for me. Like, it didn't look too bad. It wasn't my ideal shade match for me personally. So, I went in store. I swatched Macao again in this formula, and I also swatched Marquise's, which is the shade I picked up. Either shade would have worked for me, but I felt like this just looked best on me. I feel like Macao again is a little too golden. When I swatched it on my face, to me it looked kind of ashy. Like, it just didn't look right. I went in store. The lady in Sephora, she did two swatches, one of Macao and one of Marquise's, and she swatched it on like the foundation plate. Looking at these two swatched next to each other, they look almost identical. But once I put them, like, one shade on one side of my face and another shade on the other side, I felt like Marquise's was hands down the best shade for me. So if you use me for a shade reference and you're unsure what shade to pick up, just like myself, definitely go in store. But anyway, before we get into this foundation review, I'm going to read a little bit about this foundation. It retails for $49. It is available in 36 shades. The coverage is medium and the finish is natural. This is very blurring and is supposed to smooth the appearance of your skin. This is an advanced makeup, skincare, and foundation hybrid. And it also comes with the pump, which I'm happy about. When I was in Sephora, the lady that was helping me also stated that this is really going to make your skin look very healthy. It's going to give you a healthy glow. She said it's not going to be too luminous, because that was like one of my main concerns when I was picking this up, because I just don't like foundations that's going to really look super glowy and then I end up getting very shiny within a few hours. Primer, I am going in with the mattifying primer. This is the Givenchy Prism Matte Primer. Back with this foundation on. First off, I think I was wrong about the shade. It doesn't look bad, but to me this definitely pulled a little too red for my liking. Y'all know, if you're familiar with my channel, I prefer foundations to have a neutral undertone, but also the shade Macao just does not work for me. I think it's just way too low. I don't know why I cannot find a perfect or close enough. Well, I'm not even gonna say this isn't close enough, but I don't know why I just can't find a really good shade match that I will be happy with when it comes to Nars products. But anyway, I don't know, I just felt like this looked better in store, which sometimes when you swatching things in store and then you get them home under like normal lighting, you see it looks completely different. But what I expected this to be medium coverage. I feel like this is light, almost medium coverage, if that makes sense. I'm somebody, I don't have a lot of hyperpigmentation on my face. I literally see every single dark mark on my face, and I've used 2 pumps of foundation, so this really didn't cover anything. I definitely wouldn't use this with a sponge, because you're going to shear this down to like skin tint coverage. Also, this feels really good going on your skin. This feels like some type of serum. I don't know what it is, but they did mention this is infused with a lot of skincare products. You definitely can tell that just by the texture of this foundation, the consistency, how it feels going on. It feels really good. It feels exactly like a serum. As of right now, I'm not too crazy about this foundation. I'm going to wear it for a couple hours and then I'll let y'all know what I think. But I do feel like from now on, I'm not going to review any Nars complexion products just because I don't like Nars, and I can literally sit here and find 1,000 reasons why I don't like this foundation, and I'm trying not to do that. I want to be fair. Right now, it's alright. I'm not blown away by it. I'm going to wear this for a couple hours, and then I'll be back to let y'all know my final. Okay, y'all, I'm back after having this foundation on for about 7 hours, and this is what my face looks like. As you see, some shine has started to come through in my T-zone area, but I have oily skin, and that's is a typical spot where I get oily at anyway. When I first left the house this morning, I did not like this foundation. I was not feeling it. I didn't like the shade of it. Like, I just was not, I didn't like how it looked on me. But throughout the day, as it set on my skin, I do feel like it started to look better and better throughout the day. And I don't think I mentioned earlier how skin-like this is. This is super skin-like. This is definitely a foundation that looks like your skin. But I did notice throughout the day at some point, I do kind of feel like it settled a little bit in my pores. Like, my pores look very visible. So that's something to be on the lookout for. If you have oily skin, make sure you use a real matte primer, which I'm shocked because the primer I use today is really matte. So yeah, but outside of that, also, I did think that this foundation was going to be very similar to the Nars Sheer Glow. Now, as far as how they look on the skin, they look pretty much exactly the same. This one just has a little more coverage. This is definitely medium coverage. I feel like this is light, like very light. I wouldn't use this with the sponge because I feel like it would cover hardly anything. Depending on how much hyperpigmentation you got on your face, you're gonna have to really build this up to get the coverage to cover it. So at that point, I feel like if you got to do all that, you might as well just put a full coverage foundation on. This has a lot of skincare ingredients in it. Now, I don't remember anything. I don't remember reading that this is a foundation that will help your skin over time, because sometimes foundations that has a lot of skincare ingredients in it, they will say over time this is going to improve your skin or improve this or improve that. I don't remember reading anything like that. So it's with the skincare, I'm not sure if it's just added to help the foundation look better on your skin, or is it going to look better over time. But going on, this really do feel really good. It feels like a serum. Like, yeah, I'm actually shocked that I started to like this throughout the day, because I was prepared to come back and tell y'all that I hate this foundation, but it wore nicely. Like, I'm not mad at it. And also, I do want to mention something, right? Because I know y'all gonna ask me at some point which foundation is better or which one you should get. And I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna compare it to the new Chanel foundation, just because this has a lot of added skincare in it. And if I had to choose one to buy right now in this moment, definitely going with the Chanel foundation, just because it has a little more coverage. I prefer a full coverage foundation. Now, neither one of these are full coverage, but when I'm putting a foundation on, I want it to cover my dark marks or different blemishes on my face. And I really feel like I didn't get that with this one. Now, this is a little more. This is $70. I have a whole review on my channel where I go more into detail about it. But like I said, I know somebody's going to ask me which one should they get. This is the one I would go out and get. But if you can't afford to splurge on a $70 foundation, I get it. I totally understand. This would be a nice alternative. This is what, $49, $50, but again, it doesn't have much coverage. And also, I do feel like Nars is missing a shade in between Macao and Marquise's. Macao is definitely too yellow for me, and I feel like this pulls a little too red, almost orangey. So a shade is definitely missing. Also, I did notice when I went in store at Sephora, they do have more deep shades in this foundation versus the Nars Sheer Glow. So that is a plus, that you can find more deeper shades in this formula. So honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, I will give this an 8. And the reason why I'm giving it an 8 is because I like my foundations to have more coverage. If I want light coverage, I will put a skin tint on, or I will put nothing on my face. And like I said a few minutes ago, the coverage on this is not all that great. Anyway, y'all, that is it. Those are my thoughts on a new Nars light reflecting foundation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.